Hello, let's talk everything hormones. So I consistently track my cycle. This is so important to me. I've done it for a long time. If you know me very well, you'll know that I also had a family bereavement that was long term, and I really suffered in terms of my hormonal balance. I did not react to that situation very well, and my cortisol was consistently elevated, and it threw off my hormone balance and left me with some side effects which weren't very nice at the time, but that has all resettled. I have learned a lot in that process, and I am continuing to learn an awful lot about hormones. But in terms of tracking your cycle, this is so important to know and understand. So whether you're in a place where shit has hit the fan, sorry about the language, but it has, and you're dealing with something quite significant, or you just think, oh God, I'm a bit mood swingy sometimes, or I consistently quit the gym, or all of these things. There's so many things that can get in the way, and we can get a bit confused with our hormones because of life. We're really busy in life. But if you're tracking, then you understand why you're constantly quitting the gym, why you're constantly losing it and then going, oh, I didn't need to lose it then, why you're constantly snapping, things like that. So the reason that tracking helps me is because I know what phase of my cycle I am in. I am a female. There's not much that goes on in terms of personal training and talking about hormones, and there's a reason for that as well. Women are very much treated like men all the time, and it's nobody's fault. It's not any personal trainer's fault. It's not doctors' faults. It's history. We've kind of been ignored quite a lot. And previously, we weren't studied in terms of personal training, and we weren't studied in terms of a lot of our health issues as well, and anything to do with hormones, because we were seen as a bit of a wild card. It was easier to study men because they didn't have hormonal fluctuations. So where we are left is, yes, studies have been done, but we don't have lots and lots and lots to look back on. So it's really important, and it's really vital as females that we understand all of the new research coming out and that we take it on board. So don't let anybody challenge you in terms of any of this, because typically when they do, they just don't know. They don't know why things are different for us. They don't know why we need to have a different plan in terms of our personal training, why it's helpful for us to have a different plan in terms of personal training, or why it's essential for us to be able to track our cycles and know what's going on. So for example, if you are coming into your luteal phase, which is right before when you get that very obvious sign that you are now in your menstrual cycle. So right before that, you have a luteal phase. And at that point, your progesterone is trying to rise. And you usually feel, not usually, but the majority of us, statistically, feel more temperamental, feel more irritable, feel fat, feel ugly. All of these horrible things. And this is our hormones. They are fluctuating, it's difficult, and this is the side effect. But what makes it worse is not knowing. So we start to believe all of this. We start to believe that we are fat. We start to believe that we're not good enough. We quit the gym. We quit all of those things. What's the point? I'm ugly anyway. All of this stuff. I feel weaker. I'm not doing pull-ups quite so well. I'm not doing my push-ups quite so well. I'm not lifting quite as heavy. And I don't understand where I am in my cycle. I'm not equating that to anything. Therefore, it's all on me. However, if you are aware of where you are in your cycle and you're aware that this is your luteal phase, you'll go, oh, there's a reason why I'm consuming a little bit more. There's a reason why I feel weaker. There's a reason why I feel ugly and like I'm lacking in progress. It's my luteal phase. It's fine. And then you go, do you know what? I'm going to feel better in a couple of days. And it's fine. And you don't quit the gym. You don't throw all the eggs in one basket and then consume 2 big bars of Galaxy. You just understand why you feel that way, and it's fine. And also you take care of yourself a little bit more. So when your progesterone is starting to rise, progesterone and cortisol, they don't really gel very well in the luteal phase. And the more cortisol, the more of that stress hormone that is rising in your body, the less the progesterone can rise. And when that happens, that makes you feel even worse in your luteal phase, and it can have a knock-on effect in the next phase. And then the next phase. And before you know it, what should have been one kind of tricky week in your month has turned into 3, and you've got 1 week left before it all rolls on again. So it is so important for you to track your cycle. Track your cycle no matter who you are, no matter what you're experiencing. Track your cycle. Knowledge is power. Just knowing where you are is essential for you to take a breath and give yourself a break. All right, so if you've taken anything from today, go and track your cycle.